Hello, a very warm welcome to this SAS Network Services presentation. It's my pleasure to take you through the SAS service proposition and how we differentiate ourselves within the marketplace. My name's Simon Cranford, I'm the CIO at SAS. I've been with the business since 1994. Prior to that, I was actually a network engineer working in large network infrastructures. Hopefully this gives me some background towards being both a service provider, but also previously as a recipient to services from other providers. I'd like to just take you through a few stages of our service proposition, starting with an overview of SAS, then very much focusing on the network platform, how we use hybrid network technology to differentiate ourselves in the marketplace of providing connectivity to diverse sites around the globe. I then want to take you through our managed services, in basic terms, how we approach a project, how we implement a solution through the design, delivery, and then hand over to the support and management teams. And in particular with that, I'd like to focus on our service and management platform, our next generation monitoring tools. Finally, I'd like to cover off some additional capabilities we have within the portfolio and how they augment the overall SAS service proposition. So briefly, an overview on SAS. Basically, SAS differentiates itself in the marketplace by having a hybrid network offering, and we like to see ourselves as a world-leading service management organisation. We focus within three key areas that we use to basically deliver our complete offering. Within hybrid networking, first of all, when we talk about networking, we extend beyond the wide area network into the local area network, into wireless local area networks, internet connectivity, private WAN connectivity, and often increasingly more and more using cellular 4G, LTE type technology. When we talk about a hybrid network, we're often talking about using multiple technologies, different carriers, sometimes augmenting them all together, and often and increasingly even having tertiary type connectivity. Often this design also enables us to offer a software-defined and SD-WAN proposition whereby we can use different types of connectivity to direct traffic in a different way. Our focus is around the performance of the network, not just its availability, but ensuring that our monitoring and management platforms actually show what the end user experience is like. So how the applications are actually flowing across those network paths, how they're being delivered, what the actual performance is, and providing very detailed and analytical reporting on how the network has been performing throughout its use. Finally, there's then the service management around that, and a real differentiator of the SAS proposition. We're always focusing on how we can do things better, and services are absolutely the ethos of the business and everything that we strive to do. And that's both through the dual disciplines of how we implement any solution, and that could be from a large transition where we transition a customer from their incumbent to a new solution offered by SAS, or even at a micro level where we're just making a simple move, add and change. The service approach to the project delivery is always consistent and always the same. Equally, there's then the service and the management of a network in life. So offering those performance management tools to our customers so they have a transparent view of what's happening across the network is key to us. What we see is what you see, and also ensuring that when events do occur, issues obviously do arise, we activate them and get onto them as promptly as we can, proactively and on a 24/7 basis. SAS has been established since 1989, so it's 29 years old in the industry. We have a good deal of experience, as you can imagine, in deploying similar solutions to that we're proposing. We're very, very proud to now be monitoring over 25,000 network elements. It gives us obviously a vast amount of experience and visibility across global estates of what's occurring within customers' networks. We have an extremely high proactive incident rate. Our own network operations centre is responsible for proactively detecting and alerting customers to over 95% of all incidents. And when you take into account some tickets are often raised by the customer as a request for information, what we would categorise, say, as a P4 information request, actually that percentage of proactivity is actually even more impressive. To date, we've actually deployed over 5,000 installations of 4G cellular WAN technology, and that's an increasingly growing area of usage, and there's a number of different scenarios that I'll take you through where that could be of benefit to your organisation. And of particular interest, obviously, is as we begin to move towards 5G technology in the future, you will see within the wide area networking space that becoming a more and more prevalent way of providing a service offering. We have a very diverse customer base. We're extremely proud of our customers and also bear testament to the fact that they will all give us advocacy and offer as a reference to our offering. We also have a very diverse customer base, which we think is key within network infrastructure. If we were offering, say, an application solution or a CRM solution, you would probably look for an organisation that has experience within your own vertical market. Within network infrastructure, we actually see that diversity of customer base key, because each customer has different requirements that actually lead us on to the next technology, the next generational solution that we're able to offer. And then actually we find service propositions within those offerings that we develop for a particular reason or a particular client that actually then fulfills requirements in other organisations as well. Part of that service offering is SAS is very, very key on our quality and accreditations. We don't just do the accreditations for the sake of them. They're not a rubber stamp to get us through to the next step of a tender. We do take them extremely seriously and have a continual service improvement program in place to ensure that when incidents do occur, if there was something we could have done better, if we could have done it in a different way, then that's absolutely what we will ensure we do going forward. The service proposition around SAS is very much based around the people, the processes and the technology and tools that we use to deliver it. And I'm extremely pleased to say that we even have high levels of standard for example, our ISO 22301 for business continuity. Very few organisations within the UK have that. Our Prince 2 project managers don't just follow Prince 2 project methodology for the sake of it. They're very personable, experienced, technical project managers, but again, equally, they still apply those methodology of Prince 2 to ensure that a project is delivered safely and securely on time and in budget. We have a number of key strategic partners that we work with. One of the main ones being a network service company is Cisco. However, we do actually work with a number of other manufacturers. We will, for example, happily deploy HP ProCurve switches as well as Cisco Catalyst switches. We also work with a specialist manufacturer called Peplink, who give us our 3G, 4G bonded cellular technology offering, and a number of network service carriers as well. We have extremely close relationships with all of them, and that's absolutely key in our service offering to ensure that we basically provide the end customer service, but we equally have strategic key tier 1 partners behind us to provide part of the offering and the solution. So in terms of how we actually provide that service offering, we basically augment and split down a network solution into 3 key areas: the actual network, the infrastructure on which the network is being carried, and then the applications that are being carried over that infrastructure. We then have developed a number of tools and systems in place. So some people may be very familiar with Orion SolarWinds, which is the basis for our monitoring and management platform. But we're actually, through an own in-house team of developers, we then extended our monitoring and management tools into what we call our next generation monitoring application, and have developed a number of other areas to provide a truly world-leading management and monitoring solution. And I'll take you through how that works in a lot more detail shortly to explain how we ensure that we're delivering that end customer experience, not just a service level agreement of uptime or availability. It's uptime, availability, and guaranteeing how the network is performing and showing absolutely transparency how that is performing as well. I'd like to say that that is our Network Operations Centre. Unfortunately, it's not. That is the AT&T Global Network Operations Centre in the USA. We do, however, have an absolutely outstanding team, all in-house resource based in Sussex in the UK, available 24/7 to monitor and manage our customers real time. The key thing with our network operations service team is, as well as being excellent engineers, all with first point of contact onto your equipment, your network infrastructure, and with our monitoring tools, the ability to have visibility of how it's performing, they're also excellent service management people with the personable skills that you need to ensure that if an incident does occur, you know that you're in a safe pair of hands, the engineers are proactively dealing with it, and you're going to be quickly getting a response and an update to how it should perform.